Top number friendship thing. Roll the graphic. Roll that graphic.
Rolled.
All right. I know I could always count on you for rolling graphics.
Right?
Okay. Go ahead. Tell everyone what this topic is going to be.
All right, so
As if they haven't just read it below. But go ahead.
in an attempt to get people to actually watch our stuff, we wanted to pick something topical that might get us some hits.
Won't work, but go ahead.
We picked Game of Thrones.
This will be what we think were the best friendships throughout Game of Thrones thus far.
Right
There
now.
goes in your house? Everything okay? There goes in your house?
Yeah, I just check on them every once in a while. So let me say this first.
Okay.
Game of Thrones, difficult.
Difficult.
I thought there's so many characters. I thought I'd be able to easily choose, and it's such a backstabby show
Right.
that it's really hard to find true friendships. I'm sure there are people in the comments. Well, technically. Well, I had a hard time, so I did my best on this one.
Yeah. How many did you get? I got 4.
I got 3.
Okay.
I
So I'll go first.
could have chose more,
Right.
but this is what.
But apparently that hypothetical nerd in your head that says, but technically, made you only pick 3. Yeah.
But technically.
I hate that guy. All right. So my first one,
Go ahead.
a little controversial, and I have a feeling people are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? At the same time, it was the first one I thought of, which made me be like, I have to go with it because it's the first thing that came to my mind. Ready?
Steve, you don't even know how ready I am.
Man, that sounds promising.
Right.
I went with Arya and the Hound.
Oh, I was going to put this on my list also.
Okay.
I feel ya. It's now. Go ahead, explain. What do you got?
So, I know everyone's going to be like, what are you talking about? Like, he's one of the names on her kill list, and she left him to die, and, all that. But that's not how I saw it. I saw them developing a genuine friendship
Right.
with their time together. I think they learned a lot from each other. I think they changed as characters thanks to each other, especially him. And I don't believe she, quote, left him to die. I think she left him because she didn't have it in her to kill him, because she no longer hated him.
I think so too. I think that's the debate, right? Why did she leave him there? Why didn't she kill him? I agree with you. Some people will say that she just wanted to be cold-blooded and let him suffer. I think she just couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it. She didn't have it in her. She doesn't hate him anymore. And I would dare say if they ran into each other again, she would not attempt to kill him.
Yeah, I don't know. I am assuming that they will meet again. I think so.
I would like that. I would like to see that on the show.
But I guess time will tell. I agree. I would hope that they would stick with the friendship and kind of understand where they were both coming from at the time.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right. Before you say yours, I wrote down.
Oh, did you?
I wrote down a guess of what I think you're gonna pick.
Do you find yourself to be an enchanter of the mind, like a psychic?
No. I just think I know you better than you know yourself.
What about my body? Do you know my body?
I know that body inside and out. Is that weird?
That is totally weird. That's totally weird.
No, I just feel like I know you so well. So as a almost little parlor trick to display my knowledge of you as a friend,
Yes.
I wanted to guess what I. So if at any point in yours you drop this, I'm gonna show the note. I'm gonna show my little note I wrote down.
Let's put it to the test then, huh, Jack?
Okay.
Huh, Jack? Jack.
Okay. My name's Steve, but that's fine. Go ahead.
My first choice is going to be Jon Snow and his direwolf Ghost.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam. You are unbelievable. You're a psychic sleuth.
Told
You are. So, all right. Do you want to have the? I chose it because it's an animal conversation, or do you want to?
Well, I mean, come on. You're obsessed with animals.
Right.
I was like, is he gonna go dragon or is he gonna go dire wolf? And I just waited out. And I was like, he's gonna go John and Ghost.
Well, the reason I did, I was thinking about the Khaleesi
Okay.
and her dragon children, and the reason why I didn't choose that is because it is a mother-child relationship, I believe.
Agreed.
Even though they're tight, you know. So, John and Ghost are boys. Not much Ghost going on, but when he's on there, you always know he's there, even though he's not on screen. And dude, he's always got his back, even when John is dead. He's in the room with him, and I think it's kind of a, I'm not going anywhere friendship. He's like,
right.
I'm quiet and I just kind of chill, but I got your back.
Right. And I feel like there's not much to add because, being that he is a
Wolf?
computer-generated wolf.
Right. Which is, they are so dope.
They look great, which it's always impressive. But, there's no, they grew together as characters. They don't have that type of relationship. He got him as a little pup, and they were friends ever since.
Pippy pup.
And that's it. That's all there really is to it. There's nothing more to be said about it. But I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Okay. All right. What do you got?
My next one, which again, can you hear that ice cream truck in the background?
Nope.
You can't hear it at all?
Not one bit.
Okay, good. I
Sure
went
sounds
with.
lovely though.
It sounds, diabetes driving down the street.
Yeah, straight up. It's real.
I went with Bronn and Tyrion.
Oh, I got a similar choice in a second, but go ahead.
Okay.
Let's hear about why you chose those two.
Well, I'm a huge Bronn fan to begin with.
So am I.
I always say, I see a lot of myself in Bronn. Like, we're both good guys, but we're not great.
Yeah, you're still pieces of shit though. You know what I mean?
Right. We got a nice balance. I'd like to think.
I get that.
So, I think Bronn's just awesome. So, it's just my brain went in that direction as him being one of my faves. And the friendship between him and Tyrion I really liked because it was one of those. It started out as just a business transaction.
Right.
You hire me, and I'll be your muscle. And it definitely developed into much more than that. And as much as I think Tyrion used to always kind of imply you're my friend, and Bronn used to be like, no. But then when they say actions speak louder than words, and his actions were always that of a true friend.
Right, and so let me piggyback here. I also chose Bronn, but with Jaime.
Okay.
And this is they've been boys for a while, and it's the same thing, man. Bronn comes
Very
through.
Right.
He has a rough exterior, but
Right.
he's got the little warm marshmallows inside, full of friendship.
Exactly. And
You know what I mean?
and yeah, and I think that it shows that true. It's like, you know what it is. It's like if you go to work, your boss is your boss, but it doesn't mean your boss can't be your friend.
Right.
And there's those times where your boss needs you, and you're not going to make a single more penny, but you go above and beyond for them as a friend.
Right.
And that's sort of what the relationship is.
I totally agree.
Right. Okay. All right. So let me go again because we essentially said the same thing, but we each threw out one. So let me go.
Right.
I'm going to go back to Jon Snow, but I'm going to say with Tormund.
This is one of my Game of Thrones. The only thing that lasts are bromances in the Game of Thrones.
Okay.
You know?
I don't know why they didn't put that in the tagline.
It's true. Like everyone else is kind of shaky.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you only make it out with your bromance.
Right. Well, listen. This bromance is two groups of people that have really despised each other for
Right.
forever.
Right.
Even one side seeing the other side as basically animals,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Right.
But, you know, it's one of those, we were cut from the same cloth, and they were kind of boys from the get-go. It was, like, obviously rough at first, but they just jumped on that.
That's what I really stands out so much about the friendship for me, is how they came from sides that were literally slaughtering each other.
Right.
Despised each other as beings. Like, I want you all dead. You know, the Night's Watch versus the Wildlings, to becoming the type of friends where they don't even question each other. Like, this is what we got to do, done.
This is what we're doing.
And that's it. And I think the obstacle that they had to overcome to get there is what makes it such a great friendship.
I agree.
Okay.
On to the next one.
You have one more, right?
I do.
Go ahead.
So, Jon Snow is... he's been popping up a lot.
Well, he's a pretty popular character.
Right, he's the man. So, I chose Jon Snow and Sam.
Okay.
Alright? So, they meet at the wall. Couldn't be two totally different people. Yet, inside, really kind of the same. And I think Jon saw a potential in Sam that others did not see. And I think he admired that, and he kind of just became boys.
See, what I would say is I would completely agree with the choice, but I would slightly disagree with your reasoning.
Go ahead.
And I would say...
Excuse me, yawning. Great show.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, you're excited to be here.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think Jon necessarily saw anything in him other than that he was just a good person. So as where everyone else pretty much just shat on him because they what can this guy do for me? Nothing. Jon was like, I don't care if he can do nothing for me. I still want to be his friend. And then he turned out to be the man anyway, with how knowledgeable and weirdly brave he is, that, you know, it was one of those, Jon just took this, random, whatever, he's a good guy, I'm going to be his friend just for the sake of being his friend, and then it turned out to be oddly valuable anyway. And I think that's what's most important about their friendship.
Right, and I think, when I was saying value, you nailed it on the head. He just valued that Sam was a kind person, and he was there to talk to. And he was, he's just like a little confidant, and he's not really looking for anything, because that's all Sam wanted too. He didn't want anything crazy, he just wanted a friend.
Right, and what's more important about friendship than being a friend? That's it. I want you as a friend for your friendship.
I don't know if you knew, did you know that the word friend is in the word friendship?
I only read that recently, but yes, I was aware.
Weird.
Weird, man. Weird.
I'm saying Mandela effect on that.
All right. And now here's one that I feel like people really forget about, but I think it's so important. Ned and Robert.
Oh, damn.
You know?
This is a past relationship.
Right.
So I did not put it. I'm upset that I didn't think of it, because it was early on in the show, relatively brief.
Right.
But you get from the two of them that they are boys.
Yeah. The scene that sticks out the most for me is that time when Ned walks into the room and there's Robert, and he makes a joke about how fat Robert is. Now here you have the king of all the land. He could have your head cut off for that.
He sure could.
And he looks at him like he's pissed, and then the two of them just start laughing their asses off. And that's what bros do. Bros come in there, they make fun of each other, and then they laugh their asses off about it.
Right. It doesn't matter that he's the king. Their friendship transcends.
Yes, their friendship is more important than his title, because it's it doesn't, I don't care that you're the king. I'm still going to bust your balls, and because that's just where friends.
Well, that's what a friendship is, man.
Right.
No matter where you're at.
Right.
Ball busting is still included.
There's also the aspect of, we don't get to see this in the show, we just hear about it, that they fought together for a while before the show starts. You know, like they went in battle together to take out the Mad King and really establish this amazing friendship together. And there's no one in the world that Robert trusted more than Ned because of it.
Yeah, it transcended everything, and it's a friendship forged in experience and growing together.
And lots of blood.
Lots of blood. Imagine having a sword go in your body. I think about it all the time.
This is something you think about all the time.
Well, anytime watching Game of Thrones, I can't wrap my mind around the idea that somebody has had a sword go into them, which killed them.
Think about this. Think about like I always think about this whenever I see like the two battles going, like the battle going on the two sides clashing.
Right.
Like think about the people who like they go to swing their sword and then they just get their arm chopped off. Now they're on the battlefield,
right, freaking out with no arm.
Freaking out with no arm.
I get severe anxiety while
It's
watching the show.
horrendous. Correct. And what's
terrible.
weird too is like think about all those people are doing it just because it's their job. Like they have no real vested interest in their side winning over the other side. You know, they just need to feed their families, so they have to possibly get either killed or
Sword go into their body.
into their body.
Into their body.
That's just their job. That's just what they do.
Like the sword goes
crazy.
in and the sword comes out, and that is
And it just hurts a lot.
right. Damn.
So who was your favorite friendship that we picked?
I'm going to say the most recent, Rob and Ned, because out of all of them, it was like sure they were like warriors together, but it just like kind of was like no situation like forced the friendship. Like they were just boys.
Right. I'm gonna double you up on that one. I agree completely. Like it's just such a classic friendship, and it seemed really really pure.
Right.
And that's the one I gotta go with.
All right, done and done.
Done and done. All right. Well, lovely speaking with you as always.
It's been lovely.
I like doing this because it's, you know, even though I don't have you physically here with me, it's like I still have you in my home the way I have you in my heart, and that means a lot to me.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
All right. And we'll do it again soon.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye.